Welcome to the channel, everyone. Model Car Guy Rich here. Hope you're all having a great day. Today I've got an unboxing of a 1954 Hudson Hornet Club Coupe. This is a Moebius kit, 125 scale. Skill level 3 according to the box. I don't have a part number here. Let me look around. I have to put on my glasses. Okay, it looks like 1213 is the kit number, and this particular one was released in 2015, guys. Whoa, I didn't realize that. Kind of cool. That wasn't the price, that was the number that was in it. Here's the other thing here. I purchased this one through an auction, and it was item number 120. And so I didn't pay that for it. Now, this is pretty slick. We have a date of 12 of 2014 here, but the box says 15, so who knows. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and get into this one. Apparently there's some custom wire wheels. That's cool. Pad printed white wall tires. Those would be neat. Authentically styled 1954 Hudson body. Whoa, what a bonus. Alright. Now this, I believe... Nope, I take that back. I was going to say this is the first car kit of Moebius that I have, but I have that Golden Commandos factory altered something. So this would be my second Moebius automobile kit. Most of the kits I have from Moebius have been trucks, and they are just fantastic. And I have not built the altered yet, so I'll be building this one first, guys. I'm so excited for this kit. My wife and I were at a hobby store a couple months back, and they had this one there, and I just wasn't in the mood to spend the money that day, you know. And then I ran across this one. It's like, well, there's a sign. I got to get it. So here we go. I'm gonna open it up. There we go. Oh, nice. Looks like we're, I'm going to move you here. Looks like we're molded in gray. It's G-R-A-Y for us Americans. Let's see here. Oh, it's kind of a, almost, I want to say almost like a taupe. It's kind of an odd color. Here we go. Let's see, Hudson Hornet, FCA, 2015. That's very nice, guys. The fender skirts for the rear are molded in, so you could cut them out. Not really sure yet how I want to build it. But if the back wheels are also like them wire wheels or whatever, I may cut those off. I mean, it looks cool. It looks very sleek like that. It almost looks like a coffin, but we'll see. Kind of nice. It says Twin H power on the back there. I'm sure that has something to do with the engine. I don't know a lot about the Hudson. That's kind of cool. Here's the floorboard. Okay, we got faux molded in carpeting or matte. I don't know which it came with. Well, not a whole lot going on the bottom, but it does look like we're going to have a separate frame, which is always cool. I always like when the frames were separate from the chassis. Set that over there. I'm going to put it back in the bag, guys, since it's right here. Just protected. It looks like it's so well done. So next we have chrome. Oops, sorry about that. Bumped the camera. Here are the wire wheels. They're not true wire wheels. I can't tell. Well, I held them up to the light. There's some holes going all the way through, but the chrome plating is actually plugging up a lot of the holes. I don't have, let me see here. Nope. Here I'm going to use my my light on my phone so that you can kind of see. I hope that doesn't blind you guys. you know, you really can't tell. So it's there, but not on all of them. You have to clean them up a little bit. No big deal. Front and rear bumpers. And two little deals here. Or no. This is the hood ornament. Oh my gosh, that's huge. That's funny. Wow, that's a big one. Alright. Nice piece of paper in between the chrome bits. And here we have the front grille assembly. And then I don't know if this is part of the front or the rear. Let's see. Doesn't show a rear shot on the box. So that may be a filler panel for the back end. So headlights, and I'm assuming tail lights. Yep. Bezels. Little door handles right there. Pretty neat. Oh, another package of chrome. Wow, check that out, guys. We got something here. Maybe this is kind of interesting. They got a little chunk of sprue tree right here, and then one part on there that I think is an antenna. So that's all separate. That's interesting. I'll leave that one in there. Actually, I'm just going to hold this one up here and leave it in there too. We got the steering wheel, rear view mirror. Nothing here. Right here is going to be a chrome steering column with the signal indicator on it, blinkers, and some side mirrors right there, and windshield wipers. Interesting. That's different. Alright, here's the tires. Okay, we got one metal axle. Good thickness on that axle, and it's actually got grooves on it to help hold it into the wheels. Then we got 4 of these. There's the tread pattern, very, very basic. I don't even have to open them up. 4 white walls. No branding on them. Just standard rubber tires. And here we have the glass. Got our front window, windshield, a rear window. Little piece broken off in there. It is 2 lights. Headlights here. Side windows and little vent windows. That's cool. And for taillights, we got just 2 little spots up there. That was pretty good. A few more bags in there. I'm impressed with that. Go ahead and get this one cut open. Here we have interior pieces. Very nice thickness, guys. This feels wonderful. Wow. There's a rear seat with the package tray in the back. Looks kind of off, but it might just be me. Looks like this side is thicker than this side, but it could just be an illusion. But that's that. Nice, well-defined, what do you call that? Covering, seat covering. Jeez. Sorry. Inner door panels for the interior. Very well-defined pieces on there. Lots of options that you could paint the designs on there. Very nice. And here is this huge, man, this is crazy. Look how big this thing is. This is the frame and the engine cradle and all that. Apparently there's a bumper of some sort already built right into it, and of course that's going to be covered with chrome. A little bit of flashing right there, no big deal. Very nice though. Only 2 pieces in that bag. That's interesting. Two trays, 2 whatever I'm trying to say. Alright. And this bag has, looks like the engine. Yep. Well, we're going to have a inline 6 possibly, guys. That's what it looks like. Big old oil pan and converter, torque converter cover, engine head right here, front of the engine, covers, little booster container things. They didn't have EGR boxes back then. Canisters. Here we have a distributor, ignition coil, distributor, oil cooler, or oil filter rather, some coolant hoses, exhaust manifold, intake manifold. This is the exhaust one, that's the intake. Timing belt and pulleys. Almost forgot that word just now. And here we have more miscellaneous little parts for the engine, carburetor, another carburetor over here, some little brackets. Pretty nice, pretty nice. And here's that huge hood. Wow. And that's where that hood ornament would go right there and kind of wrap around the front of the thing there. It says Hudson right here, obviously. Very good. And we have a little box here. I don't know, a little square. I'm gonna guess it's part number 129, but it might be 128, or no, I'm sorry, 122, but I think that's the hood. So 129, I'm gonna have to look up. I don't know what that is. There's a dashboard. Very nice looking. And here we have wheel parts, inner wheels, some front spindles for the front wheels. Two of these little deals, and I have no idea what those are. 50 and 51. I'll have to remember those now when I'm going to get into the instructions. I'm going to have to write this down, guys. Can't write it down with a knife. I have to write it down with a pencil. Here we go. What was that other one? Isn't that funny? The little square. There it is. 129. I'll write it down. If I figure it out without and 50 and 51. Okay. I'll try to remember those for for the video. If I don't point it out in the instructions, I'll make sure I mention it on the video. So there's those. There's the hood. Did that one. Now the last bag of parts. Sorry, I'm a little out of sorts today. Here we go. Gotta get my rhythm back. I think that's the back of the front seat. Got the little pouches back there. I didn't know they had that back in '54. That's a really cool idea. This, I believe, is a, for lack of a better word, a windshield visor. It goes across the front of the windshield. Let's see if it fits up there. Yep, it fits up there. I'm not sure that's where it goes, but that's where it looks like it goes. Now I can't get over the feel of that, how good that plastic feels. Here we have rear leaf springs. Some front end pieces. This is a cross member for the transmission and linkage for the steering, and two license plate brackets. This one we have exhaust, a fan, intake, and something. I don't know if this is a part. Oh, okay. That piece was bent over, confused me, so that's part of the exhaust also. Alright. And last but not least, for parts, we have the front seat. Very nice. And that other piece might glue back here. And then another dashboard. That's interesting. I did see another dashboard already, didn't I? Could have swore I did. Yeah, we do have two different dashboards. Here's the first one, and then here's the second one. That's kind of cool. I don't know anything about the car, so maybe that was an option. You have two different things Here's a firewall, maybe. Yep, that's firewall. I believe it's going to go that way. A radiator. Lower control arms, or A-arms as we used to call them. The rear axle. Big long drive shaft. Man, that's huge. Clutch, brake, and fuel pedal. Shock absorbers. Very cool. Very neat, guys. Alright, so last but not least, we'll get into the oh, there's decals too. Alright, because decals are right here in my hand. Oh yeah, so we get option of putting the first style dashboard gauges in, and the rest of them, I don't know what we're going to do with on the other one, but this is it for decals. Not a whole lot going on. I mean, better than nothing. I do like this one here. It's the Hudson decal. You can put that on your hood, or just trace it out with a, a toothpick or whatever. I can't tell what that word is right there. See if you can see it. I can't read it. I don't know what this is, unless it's upside down. Nope. So, those are those. Alrighty, guys. Now we're going to get into the instructions. Go ahead and pick you up gentle here. Sorry about the chair noises. Alrighty, 125 scale model kit. Important. Nothing on the actual card. Decal thing. Okay. Wow, some thick pages. So here we go. Look at there. Right into it. I like that. Start building your engine. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. It doesn't say what size engine it is. I'll check out and see what it's supposed to be. Here's the wheels. Okay. A and B. D. What happened to C? 1A, 1B, 1D, 1E. Okay. 2A, 2B, 2C. Okay. Whatever. And yet we have A, B, C here in the engine. On the left side of the engine. Okay, well, that's interesting. Alright, and we're going to put our chassis and wheels and all that stuff together. Lower arms, okay. A lot going on in that one, boys. Man, it looks like the master cylinder mounts underneath the vehicle. That's different. Oh, sorry, you got a big glare there. There you go. Master cylinder part number 42 there. Mounts at the underside of the body panel, the floor pan. Wow. Here's decals for the standard dashboard. And that's what they're showing, putting in there. I kind of like the looks of the other one. But that's okay. Oh, look at there. That's the heater. Right there. I thought that was the air cleaner, guys. My bad. That's the heater box with the ducting on it. Huh. Learn something new every day. They even pointed out right there. Alright, and we're going to put our engine in our chassis. Add a couple of decals, radiator hose, firewall, all that good stuff. Boy, a whole lot going on there too, eh? Wow. Yeah. This one's going to take a while. I can tell just by looking at it. Wow. Alright, and you have options for 2 license plate things. Now, I already forgotten those numbers. 129, 50, and 51. Let me see if I can look real quick and try to find those again. That little square is what confused me right off the beginning here. Nothing there. Alright. We'll go here. Nope. Wow. Alright guys, well, so this is the final step here, number 7. Final assembly. So, let's see. I'll try to speed through this when I do the editing. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened there. The camera just shut off. Has a mind of its own at times. So okay, I did not locate those parts that I was... Oh, there it is. There's 129, little square. And it looks like it's part of the window, but that doesn't make any sense. They don't really show you where it goes, just that it's there. Oh, I bet it's the door cover for the gas cap. Well, that's just silly. There's no hinges on it or nothing. Alright, well, whatever. And then 5051, I have not seen. There they are. They're sun visors. Well, mystery solved, folks. And here we have under the hood, you can put decals under there, tire pressure decal. That's interesting for 54. Nice interior. Whoever did this kit, nice job. And kudos to them. Wow. Kind of plain Jane looking on the bottom here, but I guess that is what it is. And here we have gauges for your dashboard, for the firewall, engine stuff. Very cool. Nice tips in here. Yep, and there's that big long plate for the back, so that was correct. Excellent. And then, last but not least, we have body color suggestions, paint colors, upholstery colors, very cool. And two-tone colors. I really like that. Moebius is really doing a fantastic job with these kits, guys. Alrighty. Hopefully you'll come back when I do the build on this one and check it out and see how I did. As always, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate each and every one of you taking your time and watching a video here and there. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I think there's something called hype. If you want to figure that out and hype the video, I don't know what it does, but people are talking about it, so why not push it, right? Alrighty, guys. Thank you all for stopping by. I will talk to you soon. This is Model Car Guy Rich out. Keep on modeling.